Hello everyone, I hope you had a great weekend and you were able to get outside. We've been having such nice weather, it's such a great change. We are going to be starting with our writer's workshop for this week. It's going to look a little different. Now, the first thing we're going to be doing is brainstorming because we are going to be writing a poem, and that's going to be a rhyming poem. So what is a rhyme? A rhyme is a word, or I guess more than one word, that have the same sound at the end of the word. So the words sound the same at the end, like spring and sing. They both sound the same at the end of the word, all right? So before we get started on the poem, we were going to do some brainstorming of what we might write in our poem so that we have already some rhyming words to use for our poem. So my poem is going to be about spring. So I have spring in the middle. This is my brainstorming paper. And we are going to write some words to go along with what the poem might look like and sound like. Okay, so spring. Let's start with the word spring. Spring. What might rhyme with spring? Remember, it sounds the same at the end. The endings always sound the same. Spring, sing, bling, ring. Okay. What else do I think of when I'm thinking about spring? I think of the sun. Sun. Spring is fun. Ton. Well, that's kind of funny looking. Ton, the ending looks different. UN for sun, fun, UN for fun, ON for ton. But they sound so very similar. Because remember, the endings sound alike. They sound similar, but they might not be spelt the same way. You're going to find many rhyming words that are spelt the same way at the end, but some of them might not be. Sun, ton, fun. Sky. There's another word, high. It sounds very familiar, similar, but the ending is different. Sky, high, fly, by. Okay. Grass. Grass in the springtime, grass. Mass. Class. All right. What else can I put? There are trees, so tree. Bee. I can see the word me. All right, so that's how our brainstorming is going to look. I have some ideas. I wrote them down. I have rhyming words. So now I'm going to take these words and create my poem. Okay, let's get started on our poem. Remember, I have my name and the date. It's still Writer's Workshop, so I'm putting them up on top. There's going to be a title at the top too, because usually when we read poems or create our own poems, there is a title, and the title usually explains what might be happening in the poem or what the topic of the poem is. So my title will be I love spring. going to underline my poem. Okay, now there's something funky going on here. What is so funky? Well, there's letters on the side of my board. What are they for? They kind of look familiar. What do they look familiar? And how? Because we use these in our math with our patterns. We have A, B, B, C, C, D, D, E, E. Why are we using this for our poem? Well, it shows us how our rhyming is going to look, okay? So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different rhyming words, okay? They're not similar, they're different rhyming words. So these are going to show which rhyming words go together, okay? So in my first sentence, I'm going to have a rhyming word at the end that also rhymes with my second sentence here, okay? This is kind of, it breaks up the poem. So it's a stanza, okay? A and A, this is going to be a stanza, 2 lines. So a stanza is a group of lines or sentences in a poem. And it helps us to break up the poem into different parts. So let's get started on our poem. So my first sentence, I decided to write, I love you, spring. I love you, spring. Okay, so I have my first sentence down, but now I'm looking over here at my letter and it's telling me that, okay, I need a word that's going to rhyme with spring. I love you, spring. Well, what does spring make me want to do? Well, spring makes me want to sing. You make me want to sing. Okay? You make me want to sing. Okay, spring, sing. Do they rhyme? They do. Now we're going to go to our next stanza. B, B. So we need 2 words at the end of our sentences that rhyme together. And they don't rhyme with spring or sing. They're different words. Okay, the endings are going to be sounding different. I wrote, there's so much to see. There's so much to see. Okay, I have see at the end of my sentence, so I need a word that rhymes with see. Look, there's a busy bee. Okay, there we go. C, B. Next stanza, we're going to have again another different rhyming words. Under the big bright sun. Under the big bright sun. Under the big ig, bright bright. I T. Sounds like that, so I'm going to put the letters there because that's what I heard when I sounded out bright. Under the big bright sun. Okay, so I need a word that rhymes with sun. I dance around and have some fun. I dance around and have some fun. Row. It's making an O sound. Round. And have some fun. And we're just going to continue to follow what our letters are saying. So another 2 words that rhyme together at the end of the sentence. Birds in the sky. Birds in the sky. Making an I. Birds in the sky. Okay, these 2 are more easy because we see these 2 words when we read. Okay, we see them a lot when we read, and that's why there are sight words. Birds in the sky. Just look at them fly. Just look at them fly. Okay, now I'm going to go to my last 2 sentences, or lines as we call them in poetry. Now, my last 2 ones, let's see. My toes wiggling in the grass. My toes wiggling in the grass. My toes wiggle. Oh, this is a little tough one. With I wiggle. L, wiggle in the grass. Grass. A-S. Grass sounds like a long S, so I'm putting 2 there. My toes wiggle in the grass. While I wave to my Google Class, since we are all at home and on Google Classroom. While I wave to my Google Class. W, wave, sounds like an A, wave, V, to my Google, G, long O sound, again, G, Google, L, and class, class. All right. And there is my poem. I love spring. I love you, spring. You make me want to sing. There's so much to see. Look, there's a busy bee. Under the big bright sun, I dance around and have some fun. Birds in the sky, just look at them fly. My toes wiggle in the grass while I wave to my Google class. All right, so there you have it. There's our rhyming poem for the first Writers Workshop this week. Now, you don't have to make it this long, all right? If you would like to and you have lots to talk about in your poem, go right ahead and try it out. If not, I would say maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. Make 3 stanzas, okay? So 1, 2, 3 different rhyming words. Okay, and I am so looking forward to seeing these poems and reading them. Now, if you would like, you can still draw a picture at the bottom, all right, of what is going on in your poem. What is your poem telling us? And draw a picture of that, just like we do in Writers Workshop all the time. And that's about it, boys and girls. I am looking forward to seeing everyone's poems. You have yourselves a great day.